Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this how-to video. Now in this video we're going to make some punched roses, and we're going to just call them paper roses, but they're not rolled roses. That's a die that where you would roll the roses up. These are punched layers. So we're going to put them together because we're going to be using them for a project that's also coming up today, using our Days Gone By collection from FabScraps to make a gorgeous card. And I just thought it would be great to be able to show you how to make the flowers to save you asking. So the video is coming up very soon. Love hearing from you, and let me know what you think. Have you ever made any paper flowers? You can contact me on Facebook, you can comment on YouTube, you can get in touch with me direct on the blog. So feel free to get in touch. So sit back, have a look at how we make some gorgeous paper roses. So this is a really quick video to make the actual little roses for the project that we're going to use at Days Gone By. I'm using the FabScraps Days Gone By paper. I'm using a Blossom 6-sided punch, and it is roughly about 1.5 inches, and I'm going to punch 3 flowers from the paper, and there we go. So it's 3 of the blossoms. Now all you need are scissors, some wet glue and a pokey tool really. I'm using it on wax paper because I don't want my board to get glue on basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to snip 1 flower into the centre like so. So just 1 cut into the centre for 1. The second one we're going to cut into the centre, but we're going to cut one of the petals away like so. The third one we're cutting into the centre, and we're going to cut 2 of the petals away like so. On the petal with just 1 petal, we're going to trim the bottom of it away, about 1/3. We don't need that little bit. And for the piece that's got 2, we're going to trim that as well, about 1/3. Okay, now this is really a quick demo because I have made thousands of these flowers, and for my wedding alone I had a rose arch with 2,000 of them on there that I made. So I've added glue to one of the petals, and I'm just going to curl that round. Now while that takes hold and you hold it where the glue is, you can then use a pokey tool to curl the petals on the flower petal, as it were, and then set that to one side to dry. Next, because I'm showing you all in real time, obviously at home you would give it a little bit longer to dry. So we're going to do exactly the same with the 4 petal. I'm holding it while I curl the other petals like so. Just using my pokey tool. I'm not using anything special. If you haven't got a pokey tool, you could use a pencil, a skewer, something like that. So this is the one with 4, and we're just going to make it into a cone. Same process, petal over petal. Hold it down while it glues, just a few seconds because we're using the glossy accents. Curl the top of all 3 like so. Then we come to the 2 little sections. So the one with 2 sections that looks like the sign for the humpback bridge, we curl one side backwards like so, and then we curl the other side towards the centre. Just roll it round your pokey tool or your skewer, whatever you're using. You could use a quilling tool, but I would just keep it for something that you need to use your quilling for that, if you're quilling flowers. So you've rolled that up, and you just want a spot of glue just to hold it in place, really. And just roll it back together, like so. You can give it a squeeze if you need to, just at one end. Try and keep this end as a circle. I mean, I know flowers, not every flower's perfect. So that's your centre. Give that time to dry. Obviously, we're not going to have drying time. We're just cracking on with it. Now, the one that's got just one petal that we've cut away, this is kind of like, we're going to shape it a little bit at the end by turning it over the pokey tool. Then we're going to roll it around the pokey tool to make it a curl. But open it up, because you're actually just stretching the paper for this. So you want a little bit of curl to it and a little bit of shape to the top. Something like that. You're kind of like making a jacket, a little paper jacket to wrap around something. I know that probably doesn't make very much sense. So there are our 5 pieces. Now I'm going to upset you all, and I'm going to cut the bottom away from the 4 petal. Oops, like that. And then I'm going to cut the bottom away from the 3 petal. And you're just trimming a half a centimetre away from it. So then I'm going to take the full petal, and I'm going to take my pokey tool, and you would have waited for it to dry preferably, and just squish it down a little bit in the middle, because you don't want a pointed bottom, and I know Carla is laughing at that. So you don't want a pointed bottom, you want a flat bottom on this occasion. Now we're going to add a little bit of glue, our glossy accents, just in the centre, and we're going to add our 4 petal on top, and we're just going to add the petals so they're not quite over the petals below, because we want something that's more random looking. And then we're going to add a bit more glossy accents, and then we're going to add the 3 petals into the centre, like so. Press it down, don't be frightened of it. Then a little bit more glossy accents, and then we can add the centre to the rose, like so. And that should sit nicely in there, just in the middle. Then the curl that we've made, we can add a little bit of glue to it, front and back. And you can either add it with your fingers or your tweezers, and just add it behind. This is why I said jacket. See, it made sense to me. Making a little extra petal just for the back of the centre, and shape it a little if you want, but that's your flower. And those are like the flowers that we're going to use for the Days Gone By project number 10. Now I hope that's helped, because I get so many questions about people when asking about how did you make the flowers for that project. So hopefully that helps. And I know you're looking at just the 2 flowers and you're thinking, oh, I can't do that. But yes, you can. And I went really slow then. And I just hope you've managed to see everything that, you know, the steps, the stages. So I'd just like to say, hope you've enjoyed this, and it's just given you a quick insight into how to make the, you wouldn't call it a rolled rose, a layered rose. And we're going to use it on our project for FabScraps that's coming up very shortly. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.